Hello. So years ago, when I was young, I used to travel a lot. I'd be on the roads, whether it be going to work, going to visit, doing a lot. I was on the road a lot, and I liked it because it was my time to spend with God, unwind, decompress, as some might call it, and just be me and talk to God. And this was early 90s, 80s. And I remember one specific prayer I was praying one day going down the road, crying out to God and talking with Him and praying and just wishing everyone in the world knew Him and loved Him. So I said a prayer. I said, Father, please start putting your words on the billboards and speaking to us through the billboards. And I pray, please put your words on the billboards. This was 30-something, 40, maybe almost 40 years ago. 30 at least. And soon after that, there they were. I started seeing signs, and I still to this day, every once in a while, see them. My pastor in the 2000s, early 2000s, I told him we were talking about prayers and faith and belief. And I told him about this prayer I had. And I never forgot it because obviously it was answered soon after. And no one's ever claimed to be doing it. Well, this one says mybible.com, which that looks more like a message for something else. But I've even had someone ask me while we're going down the road, where did those come from? Why those show up? And now I just tell them because God answered prayers. We are not to dismiss. We should never dismiss His power. We should never belittle His power. Feeling lost? My book is your map. God. We need to talk. God. Keep using my name in vain. I'll make rush hour longer. God. God's billboards. Life is short. Eternity isn't. God. Come on over and bring the kids. God. If you must curse, use your own name. God. If you must curse, you think it's hot now, just keep using my name in vain. God. Now, I'm not saying all of these are from Him. I hadn't seen this one. This is funny. Big Bang Theory. You've got to be kidding, God. Amen to that. You can't walk with God and hold hands with Satan at the same time. Every day I get more prayer requests for car parks than anything else. You people need to start thinking bigger. God. What part of thou shalt not didn't you understand? God. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Lean on me when you're not strong. God. Tell the kids I love them. God. That love thy neighbor thing, I meant that. God. Don't worry, be happy. God. We need to talk. All right. So, we do need to talk. We all need to talk about Jesus all the time. Time is short. We need to remind people their very soul is on the line. People are starting to not care about their own soul. They're only worried about right now. Well, right now, I know where my soul is going after I die. But there's so many out there who don't, or have convinced themselves in their own mind of being, of how it's going to end. But in reality, without Jesus, everyone's afraid to die. But have you ever noticed those who have Jesus aren't afraid to die? Have you ever wondered about that? Because many people are searching in all the wrong places for answers to questions that every human has. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I here? Why am I here? That is one of the biggest questions we all have. We ask ourselves. And there's so many answers out there. But have you ever noticed how those who believe in Jesus, they never sway? They don't have to ask those questions anymore. I don't have to ask those questions anymore. I know my purpose. I know He loves me. And He loves you. Don't ignore Him when He calls you, when He's reaching out to you, when He's speaking to you in that still, small voice, telling you He loves you. I know that it's been hard. I mean, from 2015 on, I've learned so many things that it's been so heartbreaking on a lot of it, of what goes on in high places and the groves and the children. Oh, Father, the children. When they say don't look for the day of the Lord, for that is not a day, it is a day of darkness and gloominess. I'm looking for the day Jesus returns, though. I'm happy that I see evil being exposed. And I know the only one who can get us through this is our Father in heaven. He told us what's coming, and He also gave us the remedy, the solution, the way out. Jesus is the only way. This body is dying. But when you put Jesus in your heart and on your mind and soul, you put on a new creation. You are no longer worried about the flesh. Because it's just a vapor, this earth. Ecclesiastics, Lamentations, so many things written in the Old Testament meant for us. And I recommend going back. It's not just poetry and history. It's alive. It will pierce you to your soul in good ways, always. You need to see who you are in Him if you choose to believe in Him. and so many things He has planned for those who believe. Have a wonderful day, family. Blessings and peace.